Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It is July, which means we are halfway through 2024, and I cannot believe that we are halfway through 2024. And it is a tradition in the booktube community to do a mid-year freakout tag at the middle of the year, and I'm very happy that I get to do it this year in a video format. And I'm gonna leave all the questions in the description, so please feel free to comment your answers to them so that I get to know how your year has been in terms of books. Without any further delay, let's just get started. The first question is, what is the best book you've read so far in 2024? For me, it definitely has to be Funny Story by Emily Henry. I laughed, I kicked my feet, I was giggling, I was crying while reading this book, and I annotated it a lot. The characters in this book have so many layers and they're so deep, and their issues feel very real to me, and the plot of this book was also really fun. And Funny Story is my favorite Emily Henry book so far. The next question is, what is a disappointing book that you read in 2024 so far? And for me, it has to be the sequel of the Crowns of Nyaxia series, which is The Ashes and the Star-Cursed King. I'm so glad that I didn't go to extreme lengths to get this book on Amazon, and I read it on my Kindle, and I'm so happy that I don't have to look at that book every day on the bookshelf, because I really didn't like that book. The ending and the conclusion of that book were interesting, and the climax slash pre-climax was really interesting and action-packed, but the rest of the book just felt flat for me, and it just felt like a formula fantasy romance book. But the first one was really good because we got a lot of world building in it, but I'm really disappointed in the sequel. The next question is, what are some new releases that you haven't read but you want to? There are three books that I really want to get to this year. One of them is Summer Romance by Animal Monaghan. I'm so sorry if I butchered the author name, but I've seen Haley and Destiny read that book and they seem to really enjoy it. The next book that I want to pick up is a novel love story by Ashley Poston. I read The Dead Romantics. I am yet to read The 7-Year Slip, but I really enjoyed Dead Romantics, and I absolutely love the premise of The 7-Year Slip. And I love the premise of a novel love story even more, so I'm really intrigued to read that book. The third new release that I absolutely want to get to this year is Reckless by Lauren Roberts. It is the second book in the Powerless trilogy. Apparently, it's going to be a trilogy, and I'm really interested to see how the storyline continues. The next question is, what are some of the most anticipated releases for the second half of this year? I have three books for this question as well, because I couldn't really choose which one I wanted to read the most. The first book is Daydream by Hannah Gray. She is the author of Icebreaker and Wildfire. I really enjoyed both of those books, and I'm really intrigued by this one in particular because I saw the cover, and the female main character in that cover is wearing a folklore cardigan. A random fun fact about me that you probably don't care about is that Folklore is my favorite Taylor Swift album, so that alone makes me want to read that book as soon as possible. The next book is Wild Eyes by Elsie Silver. It is the second book in the series that she is writing currently, and the first book in that series was Wild Love. I really enjoyed the series, and it has some of the tropes that I absolutely enjoy. And even the second book, that is Wild Eyes, is going to have a single dad trope, and obviously it takes place in a small town. And those two things are just enough for me to be intrigued about a book. The next book is Nothing Like the Movies by Lynn Painter, which is apparently going to be a sequel to Better Than the Movies. I read Better Than the Movies last year. It was a 5-star read. I absolutely enjoyed reading it. It was YA, it was cute. And the fact that it is going to get a sequel is a little interesting, but also a little concerning, because I don't really think that it needed a sequel. But now that it does get a sequel, I am obviously going to read it because I loved Better Than the Movies, and I love Lynn Painter's writing in it, but I just hope that the author doesn't butcher the characters for me in the sequel. The next question is, what is your biggest surprise of this year? And the book for it is going to be Tower of Dawn by Sarah J. Maas. This book is the penultimate book in the Throne of Glass series, and by a lot, I mean 95% of the people I've seen on the internet hate this book. They don't like this book, they don't like the character in this book, but surprisingly, I really enjoyed this book, and I really liked a new character that we are introduced to in this book. Technically, we're introduced to her in Assassin's Blade, but she plays a major role in this book, and we also get her point of view in this book, which was just so good. I just enjoyed this book a lot more than how much I thought I would. The next question is a favorite author who made a debut this year or whose books you read for the first time this year. And I started reading this author's book just last month. And I just finished another book by this author just this morning, and I'm absolutely in love with all of her books I read so far in her writing, and that author is Abby Emanis. The next question is, who is your newest fictional crush? Continuing on with the last question's answer, I have to say that my newest crush is Daniel from Part of Your World. I was just smiling and giggling every time we were in his point of view, and the things that he did slash taught the female main character in the book was so good, and his character slash personality in the whole book was just so cute and so wholesome. The next question is a book that made you cry. And the book that made me cry the most is Kingdom of Ash by Sarah J. Maas. This is the last book in the Throne of Glass series, which is around 8 books long. So, if you followed a set of characters for 8 books, you will obviously be very, very emotionally attached to all of these characters and the plotline in general. And this book is thick. So, let me tell you, I cried in multiple occasions throughout this book. The next question on the opposite end of the last one is a book that made you happy. And the one that made me happy is Beach Read. I reread this book last month. Two feelings that I get when I'm reading Emily Henry books is happiness and hopefulness. And those are the feelings that most of us generally crave or want. And rereading this book has solidified that she is my favorite romance author. I went back and annotated a lot of other things as well in this book, but I didn't really tab it. These tabs are from the first time that I read it, and I underlined a lot of other things, and I was just so happy to be back in this universe and to be back with these characters. The next question is, what is the most beautiful book you bought slash received so far? It definitely has to be A Picture of Dorian Gray. Look at how shiny the gold is, and look at the sprayed gold edges. It's just such a perfect book, and I got it as a souvenir from my trip that I went to in January. I'm sad to say that I didn't really pick up this book and read it so far. The next question is, what books do you want to read by the end of this year? Continuing on with the previous answer, I really, really want to get to The Picture of Dorian Gray. And throughout my years of watching TV shows and reading books, one thing that I realized is that I absolutely love reading about morally grey characters. And the fact that this is a classic, and this also kind of started the grey character movement in literature, if I'm not wrong. Next and last question for this book tag is going to be, what are some of the series that you want to finish by the end of this year? One series I know I definitely want to finish is the Addicted slash Calloway Sister series. I think I have 2 books and an extended epilogue book left in that series. I kept it aside because those books are really emotional and deal with a lot of hard things, and I wanted a break from how emotional those books are. So I've been reading all the other books, but I definitely want to be done with the series this year, because if I postpone it for a much longer time, I know that I'll never get to them. So these are all the questions that I have for today's video. I had such a great reading month so far this year, and I'm hoping that the second half will not disappoint me as well.